from CD Exotics here. I just want to do a quick video. I was just checking tonight after work, and one of my females laid eggs. Good job, bud.
And two water bottles in there. Where's the water bottles in there?
Alright, so this is my fire bee female. She's hissing at me. We're gonna see if we can get her off these eggs and see how many eggs we got. I checked her this morning.
She doesn't like
and there was no eggs this morning. Got a nice pile here.
Are you gonna move her out?
Yes. So we're gonna check. She looks pretty empty. She's definitely empty. I'm gonna put her right now. I'm gonna put her down here in an empty tub.
So she doesn't escape.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the baby.
I know. You like babies. So let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 eggs.
Wow!
That's a lot.
I don't know
10
if you
eggs.
can fit them all in.
All right, and no slugs. So she did awesome. They're
You
still.
like her slugs inside.
It's all right, buddy. All right, so they are a little bit stuck together.
I have to try and pull.
So I might try and just go. Sometimes I separate them, sometimes I don't. It all depends on how stuck together they are. I might just try and transfer these and if they're gonna fit, which looks like they are not. So I am gonna have to pull some off. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all of them in this shoebox or not.
Shoebox.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just really, really gently trying to peel them apart.
So then the babies don't get scared in their eggs.
Yes. My son is helping tonight, as you can tell. So I'm just really gently.
I help you all the time.
Yes, buddy. Trying to peel these apart. I must have laid them earlier today. I checked her about 9, and she wasn't even. I mean, her tail was hanging out. I didn't think she was gonna go today, but she was not due until the 18th. So thought I had a couple more days, but I knew she was getting close. These guys are stuck. They're not gonna get scared, buddy. It's fine. Alright, if I can just get these two separated, I think that I will be able to get them all in the one egg box. A little bit there. There we go. So I got them separated. So my egg box, I do vermiculite, and I do not measure. I just kind of put in what looks good. I try and keep it fairly wet. This one's not super wet, so I might end up adding a little bit of water to it. And then I just do egg crate down over the top. See? Person. Sit up there,
I was
right?
holding on.
Alright, so I'm just gonna move these all over here. Said you want to make sure they're not touching the sides or the top.
Yes. Because if they do, what happens if they do?
Good question. So if they touch the sides or the top, they can get condensation on them, and that can make the eggs go bad. So that would be bad, right?
That means there's
I'm gonna have to separate this one over
coming
here.
in.
No slugs, buddy. My son was very excited. He wanted to make sure he was on this video today, so you guys get the 4-year-old commentary.
You can't fit the
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange these, just kind of squeeze this one in so it can't roll. I'm just going to squeeze it in here. And then, because I didn't separate any of them, I don't have to worry about any of them rolling. Alright guys, so that is all 10 eggs in this one box. Like I said, by not separating them, I was able to fit all of them in here. If I had separated them, I probably would not have been able to get all 10 in here. And this also keeps me from having to put Q-tips or anything crazy to keep them from rolling, because there's nothing's loose to roll. So what I'll go ahead and do is I will go ahead and candle them just to make sure everything's good. If I do see one where the embryo is definitely on the bottom, I might go ahead and separate that, but I would prefer to try and keep them all together. So this was the Fire Bee bred to the fire. So really hoping for some super fires. I definitely, as long as the odds are not against me, I definitely should get at least one with 10 eggs here. So, I mean, I should get 2 or 3, really.
There's a bug inside.
So I did weigh the eggs. I usually like to weigh them, and then I know when my female is back up to weight. So I know when I can start pairing her up again. So she was 2,067 grams after laying 10 eggs. So that kind of tells you how big this girl was. And the 10 eggs were 1,087 grams. So that would have made her 3,154 grams before laying. So that was a pretty big clutch. She did not go last year. I thought she was gonna go last year and she didn't. So I'm super happy getting this many eggs out of her this year. I did set her up in a clean tub. What I do is I throw out all of her bedding and I make sure I clean the tub really good with some F10 and set her back up in a fresh tub. I usually wipe her down as well, just so she doesn't smell any of the eggs, and she should go back on food fairly quickly. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that and tap that bell. That way you don't ever miss one of my videos. I post every Wednesday and Sunday, and in about 60 days, we're gonna be having a cutting video. I have another female that is due the 26th. This one was due the 18th, so she went a couple days early. Maybe we'll get lucky and that other girl will go early too. I also just had an ovulation this morning from my pastel het orange ghost. So, fingers crossed, get some good eggs in the incubator. And we'll see you guys next time.